Hello to all the millions and millions of fans I have out there in cyberspace. This is Mr. Brzezinski, aka the Google Master, and I'm going to take you through a guided tour of the Google Classroom and how it pertains to technology class. So as you can see, I'm already in the stream. You found this video, you're probably in the stream too. If you are on this video right here, you could take this video and drag it out of the box. I could pull this down and then pull it out. So this is Setup 101, is taking this video and creating a new window and then resizing it so that I can watch the video and do what I need to do inside of Google, inside of applications, inside of anything else I'm going to be working on at the same time as I'm watching the video. So I pull this video out and then I resize the window, and I do that in the lower right hand size, and I could make this video smaller or larger by increasing and decreasing the size of the window that it is in. So you will see how it will resize automatically, and I can make it a small video or a large video, but I want it to be just a medium-sized video so that I can tuck it over on the right-hand side of my page and be able to watch it while I'm doing other things. So go ahead and do that now. Now here's a little disclaimer. Google is constantly upgrading and improving their software. So this video is made in time right now. Obviously, you don't even know what time this is made, but it's made and it may change somewhat. But you kind of have to roll with the punches. This is what it looks like right now. So hopefully this video shows you enough about the software that you can apply it to any changes that have been made from Google's end. So watch carefully and soak in as much knowledge as you can for not only technology but other classes that may use Google Classroom. So I have that video tucked and off to the side, and I'm back onto the stream for the classroom. So you logged into this classroom and you can see the stream right here, and I will have all my assignments, my announcements, any tips or tricks or links to things that I want you to know or do will be on the stream. Most projects will also have a video down here. As you can see, you could simply hit play here, but then you'll have to enter the assignment right here by clicking on the assignment. And then you can see the rest of the materials and be able to add files seamlessly to the project when it comes time. Most of this will be covered in the video for the instructions for each project individually as well. So I'm currently in an assignment right now, and if I hit this back button right here, it takes me back to the stream, as you can see here. So I've populated this stream with many projects already, but you may only have one project to start off with. So you can see as I scroll down all my assignments, and then I have a warm-up here, and I have an announcement, and here's a link to check the grades. Okay, so if you ever have to check the grades, you're finding it on the stream, and here's the link for the grades. Here's the link for typing activities, and I have a link over here for what to do when you're done with your projects. So all of the information that pertains to this class will be in the stream. When I update the stream, you will notice that there will also be an update in your emails. So you can see here that I have emails from Mr. Brzezinski here. And it says, oh, you turned in, there's a new assignment here, you turned in a project, and it will constantly be filling you in on how you did and what you got on each project in your emails as well. So if you log into your email, you'll be able to see and visit those projects as well. So when you see a new assignment, you can click on that and it will take you right to the classroom portion that has that assignment on it. So if you see here, I have a new assignment. It says get started. Boom, there's the link for it. I click on that. It opens up the assignment page in a new tab, and it will take me right to where I need to be. If you see here, this says a project was returned. So as you turn in projects, I will also return them, and you will get an email notification in this respect here. When I click on that, it says your grade was returned and you got a, say, 90 out of 100. And that's fine. If you wanted to open it up, you can click on it and check out what you did right or wrong. Hopefully there was an opportunity for Mr. Brzezinski to attach a comment. So I have my work right here. By clicking on that link, it takes me right to the assignment page, and I've already created this, and this will be part of the video too. I will add files to the project so that when I go to the assignment page, my project will automatically be linked there. And I can open it up. So when I don't receive a full credit score, I can open up the project, and then I can look for comments in the upper right-hand side that Mr. Brzezinski may have left for me so that I know what I did right or wrong. Now, if you're accessing that same project through the stream, so I'm in the classroom here, and instead of clicking on it from the email, I went to my classroom, and then I checked to see that the project was returned in the upper right-hand side if I scroll down the stream. Now, this is the same presentation project. So when I open this project, it'll tell me my grade. I could see that in the upper side of the project. It'll say what my grade is, and there's that 90 out of 100, the same as the email. And again, down below will be my file that I can open and work on and check for comments. So here it is in the upper right-hand side. I click on comments, and it shows me that Mr. Brzezinski has made a comment, and it says, I'm missing animations on all slides. Okay, so that's the problem. Then I could go back to the video. I can watch the video. I can figure out how to get those animations on the slides and finish the project. So there I found out why I didn't get full credit on my project. Now, let's say I went to the project, like shown. I read the comments, I opened up the video, I finished everything, and I'm sure now, because this project is exactly as the project was shown at the end of the video, and it's exactly what Mr. Brzezinski has requested. Now I'm ready to turn it back in, okay? So if I got a bad grade on it, okay, if I got maybe not even a bad grade, maybe I just realized that I made a simple mistake and I want to go back and fix it, okay? So I want to turn this 90 into 100. Let's go ahead. And so I fixed it, I finished it, I closed it down, and now there's my project, and it's ready to be resubmitted, okay? So in the lower right-hand side, it says, would you like to resubmit it? So I just simply click like that, and I turn it in again. Now on Mr. Brzezinski's end, it shows that it has been resubmitted. So I will know that there are comments attached to the document, and I expect to absolutely know that those comments have been met, that you fixed those comments appropriately as according to the instructions. So if you're sure that all that is done, then you can simply resubmit it once again by turning it in once again. Now check this out. If I do resubmit it, sometimes it's hard for Mr. Brzezinski to go back and check every project every time. So sometimes it is very wise to add a private comment. And you may just want to say, I fixed and finished this project. So this is something that you would want to do if this was the case. Please regrade. And that would be an appropriate comment to have posted to Mr. Brzezinski so that I understand that yes, you in fact did watch the video, you fixed the problem, and maybe I'll even put in that I added the animations as requested. So maybe you write down exactly what you did to the project right there, and then a request to regrade it, and then I can hit post over here, and that message will now get emailed to Mr. Brzezinski so that I can go back and check that to make sure that I do in fact give you the new, updated, and improved score. If I ever update the stream while you're logged in, you will see this symbol right here. Stream has been updated, and you can click on show, and then you will see the new project will be at the top of the list. quick view of the right-hand side of all the assignments on the right there, you can see whether you finished the project was turned in, was it returned, is it late, so on and so forth. So you can always check these areas of each project scrolling down to make sure you got green lights on everything. If you got green lights, you know you turned it in and you got graded for it. When it becomes time to do a project, and you can do this alongside with me here for the introduction to the Google Classroom, you can click on the project in the stream. You can scroll down here. Most project videos will instruct you to add a file to your work right here. When I click on add a file, I have some options here. I can go to my Google Drive to find a file that already exists on my Google Drive. I can start a new file by creating one of these files down here. I can also send a link to a web page that has the information on, or I can add a file that isn't related to Google but is on my hard drive, such as a Pages file, a Keynote file, or a iWeb file. So for the Introduction to Google Classroom assignment, I'm going to create a new document folder. So I just click on Docs. As you can see, it will actually generate a document with the name of the class or the name of the project up top and then my name after it. Perfect. I click on this link and it will automatically open this project for me so I can start to work on it. As you can see, the project is already named across the top of the file, and you have a word processor here ready to go. When I click in it, it's ready for me to start typing. Now, if I don't finish this project today and I need more time to work on it, I can just make sure that the project was saved. When it says it right here in the center, it'll tell me when it's saved automatically. So if I start typing something, it says it's going to save. And I can close this down at any time, and it has automatically saved. I don't have to click anything or do anything else. My project will remain on this assignment page right here, and I can reopen it at any time. So I come in tomorrow, I go to the assignment from my classroom. I'll show you how this works again. I go to my Introduction to the Google Classroom. I open it up, I scroll down, and there's my work attached to it. So I can reopen it every day directly from my assignment stream. And you can see that the typing was saved. So for this project, we're just going to make sure you know how to turn in. So I'm going to scroll down here to my page, and I can just type my name. So I'm putting in my name right here, and then I'm also going to add a little known fact about yourself right underneath of it. So go ahead, you do that for yourself now. Tell me a little something about you. When you're finished, you'll notice in the upper right-hand side, you can simply click Turn In right here. Okay? But not all apps in Google have this turn in function. So what I'm going to do is go back to the project. I can close this down, head back to the assignment, and you'll see the Introduction to the Classroom is still attached. That is the updated version of what I put on there, and I can turn it in through this way right here. So I click Turn In. It asks me, are you sure you're ready to turn in? And I click Turn In again. Now that has been submitted. It shows up as done on the list, and even if I were to go back to the classroom stream, you'll see at the top that it's marked as done. So let's say I need to add a file, and this could be helpful in any situation in any class. Let's say I needed to add a file to an assignment. I can simply click add. Now, if I'm not creating the file, but the file already exists, maybe it's a PDF, maybe it's a Pages project, maybe it's another Google Doc that doesn't show up attached to the assignment. It's not automatically attached over here. So I might have to go to the Google Drive. So I click on Google Drive and it takes me to Google Drive, and I can now select anything that I've been working on from the list on Google Drive. And I can also check to see what was the last modified. I can organize it by date so that I know that if I just finished it and I'm ready to turn it in, it's going to be at the top of the list there. I can organize it and then attach it. If it's attached to the classroom, I may have to go into a folder, so on and so forth, and find the folder that has the right attachment and then add it to the project when I finally do have it selected. So I have the My Drive right there that I can attach one of my projects to and then click Add. I can also upload a file from the same window. If I click over here, I have upload file, select from your computer. So maybe it's something that has been saved on my hard drive. Maybe it's something from a laptop. Maybe it's something from your home computer that you now need to send to the teacher. So you click on upload from, and then I'm going to go to wherever you have stored that file, and I select the file to be uploaded, and then I simply click open, and it will attach that file to my project, and now I'm ready to upload it and then save it. So you have many different ways that you can attach a file to any project to make sure that it gets placed onto the project. So you see there it's been added to the project, and now I can turn that in when ready. If you ever realize that you forgot something before you turned it in, you can go back, you open it up, go back to your project, find your project and hit unsubmit. Okay, so I have my project here. I can also unsubmit and bring the project back so I can continue to edit it. But I will not be able to edit it at this stage right now because by turning it in, I relinquish control of this document over to the teacher. So right now it's a view only for me. So if I realize that I didn't do something correct, I have to go back, unsubmit it, and then I can start to edit it again in the tab. So you're going through the stream and you're looking at done, done, but then you scroll down here and you get to a point where he says, uh-oh, there's something late. Okay, but some things don't require anything to be turned in. For instance, the Internet Research and Safety is just a series of web pages. You take the quiz online, and it gets posted directly to eSchool. If that's the case, to get rid of this late warning, you could just simply click Open right here. Because you have it and you already got the grades for it, now you could scroll down to the bottom and it says add your work. You don't have to add your work. There's nothing to add to it. So all I'm going to do is mark it as done. So I click mark as done here, mark as done there, and it adjusts the marker here. Instead of saying late, it says done late. So at least you have the green light going on this project. Now the due dates are not etched in stone. So do not be discouraged. If you see something that says late on it, just make sure that you finish it so that you have green lights going all up and down the side here. Everyone is in a different situation. Some students are in seminar, some students were absent for a week, some students might have different reasons for not turning in a project. So I don't take off points for projects done late. Make sure that you go up and down and make sure that you get things turned in, whether it be late or on time. The late notification is when I decided to move on to the next lesson, given that most people finished the previous lesson. So that is just kind of a pacing guide so that you can tell how far behind you are or where you should be within the course. Obviously, you just want to make sure that you have all projects done by the end of the rotation. That's the big key here. And you could also get online and do some things for homework as well, because this is all online. Any instructions that you might find online, you can get done on the internet at home as well. Okay, so if I go back up to the upper right hand side, you'll see this little vent here. If I click on this, you'll see that I also have a calendars option. I can check what assignments are due and in all my classes, not just technology, but you can see here when I click on the calendar, it shows me this week and it shows me what assignments were due, and they will be color coded for the class that I'm in. So if technology is in green, all the technology projects will be in green. However, if I have an assignment for, say, math class or something, that might be in a different color. So whatever the theme color is of your class, that's how it will show up. But you can see what projects are due on which days. So you can tell if you've missed something, how far behind you are, and what you can look forward to right there on the calendar option of Google Classroom. To get back to my classes, yes, you guessed it. All I have to do is go up here and go back to my classes, and then I can see where my technology projects are. Getting back into the stream. And finally, if I ever needed to contact the teacher about any assignments or just needed to email them a question about class, I go to the About, and it will show me here information about the class. I can add the class to my Google Calendar, my own personal Google Calendar, and then when I go back to Google, I can see that all these things will be added to my personal calendar. And I can also email my teacher simply by clicking on the mail over here. So if I just click on that, it automatically takes me back to the mail, and I could start to email my teacher. It starts a new message right there, and I could then go ahead and address the teacher. Of course, I would use proper grammar, capital letters where I need them, proper punctuation. I want to show the teacher that I am very studious and mature and not just sloppy and asking them silly questions that have no bearing on the class whatsoever. So please use this sparingly, but also use this to gain knowledge when you do need it. So that is all for the tutorial of the classroom as it stands right now. Now, Google is constantly working on Google Classroom and is constantly making upgrades and edits and improvements to the Google Classroom. So if the video doesn't look exactly as shown, you'll know why. Maybe they've made advancements to the program. So take it for what it's worth. This is the way it currently stands, and hopefully you will be able to gather enough information from this video to be able to apply it to the classroom as it grows and changes.